And I'm live streaming on the gaming channel, by the way. I know. Hold on. Let me go take a seat. Let me go take a seat. I know this isn't everyone's cup of tea for me to be on the gaming channel and then for me to talk about politics. I have a politics dedicated channel, but unfortunately, I'm not verified for live streaming on the politics channel. So we're gonna have to make some plan B decision calls, and before I am live streaming also on my computer won't work to live stream here. So I'm late when it comes to the election. I was a little bit late to begin with because it's just school stuff for the most part. And really, this is going to be a close election. I really, if you know me on my politics channel or if you're sub to that channel, and actually, let me get more people in here. We need to get more people. Let me go check that out real quick. Let me go and do that. This is the 2020 election was pretty controversial. This election itself is going to be, I think, more controversial, not so much during the election, but as it's going, but after the election for sure. No, we got one very also guests are allowed to join if they want to share their ideas on the election. If you want to correct me on anything or what's going on, you are free to give an opinion. Please, for the love of God, do not say words and phrases and things that are going to offend people. We should all know what those are. Thank you. But obviously, that's not what I wanted. I wanted Instagram. Currently, the election stands at 112 and what is it, 198 here. And there's not really a good way for me to. There's not really something good I could put my phone against here. So I'm gonna try to show live results as they happen. Best of my ability that I can here. But we're looking at Kamala Harris 112, and she has just earned Colorado. No surprise in my state with a bunch of liberals. But Trump is leading by a lot right now with 198, and I'm going to try to show this to my best ability here through. Let me flip. Yeah, there we go. So obviously red states here, but it's obvious. I think it's very obvious. The West majority here is going to favor into Trump's side, and so is the South. But we're still going to wait a long time to hear from the battleground states such as, Arizona, Nevada, Wisconsin, Michigan, especially Pennsylvania, which if you've seen most of my videos speaking on the politics channel of Pennsylvania in the last couple of days, I've noted that if Trump doesn't win Pennsylvania, and Kamala Harris wins Michigan and Wisconsin, it gives the ability for her to win 270 straight up. But Pennsylvania is a needed state for Trump to win this election if he can win these other battleground states. And if he can win these two states, which he's, leading only by a tiny bit of, not so much in Michigan, then it's really going to come down to. I think it's really going to come down to Pennsylvania here, and it's going to come down to Wisconsin as well. apparently, I know New Hampshire was a toss-up state, and so is Minnesota, but I don't think, being it's only early voting, I don't think that Minnesota is going to be a Republican state here, nor near, and nor is New Hampshire. Even though in the 2016 election, I can bring that up as well here, if I can pull it up real quick. You got to see here. Where is I'm trying to find the map here. Yeah, jacksonjude.com. They kind of they give an overlaps of like past years of elections and such. So I'm gonna go, in 2020, Joe Biden wins New Hampshire by 7.4 points over Trump, a obvious win for Democrats. But in 2016, this margin was 0.37 when Clinton barely won the state. So I don't think we're going to see that in the same realm of things in the 2024 election by any means. But we could have a similar outcome with the 2016 election in terms of the blue wall states, which include Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, falling apart slightly in a bit. Definitely not Michigan, but I could definitely see Wisconsin and Pennsylvania in these cases kind of falling off here. But again, you guys, I can add anyone that wants to join the live stream. You can. But sorry about the background. I know my parents, like, when it comes to politics, they lose their mind, and I do too, just not in a physical way, I guess. But I'm gonna try to get live updates from you as we are continuing. And we did have a lot of viewers at the beginning. We're kind of slowing down here, but that's all right. That's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal. Okay, I don't care about soccer. Soccer not important to me. I'm trying to see what do we got going on here. And all right. Really, it's just yeah, we got a lot of Make America Great Again. Kamala Harris has not really, I've not seen anything on her end posted about like rooting for people to vote in her direction. And the next poll is supposed to, it is, almost 8:30 here in Colorado. It's supposed to close at around 9, so we have a little bit of time to chit chat, of course. The Senate race is also very close. It is 47. You need 50 to win. It is getting very close at the moment. I can actually showcase the Senate race. 47 to 36.50 are needed to win. And Vermont looks like it's going third party. Not surprising because, it is Bernie Sanders' Socialistic Party. No surprise there, but I could show you here. Just need to, yeah. So we got a 36 to 47. I'm not too educated so much on the Senate to where I could give a valid statement like, oh yeah, they obviously. I understand that Montana, it's gonna be like gotta win Montana, and I understand too that earlier Justice won in West Virginia, flipping the Senate to Republican, which was different for sure. We have to win Montana for the Republican Senate. I think that's going to become very important here, as it is going to be very important too in the blue wall states, like with Mike Rogers in Michigan. And of course, a lot of that is early voting, but it is still very important. We're currently, we just went up. Hold on, we just went up in Missouri, 48-36. I just have that. I have that pulled up now. We are up. Josh Hawley is said to be the winner of Missouri for the Senate, so that puts us up 48 to 36 here. Here's the thing: if Trump wins this election, which he's pulling off greatly so far, and we can win the Senate, because here's simple idea of how politics works. The president really doesn't control much. It really comes down to the Senate and the Congress and the Supreme Court. And when it comes down to it, Congress comes up with ideas. Senate either passes the ideas or says no to the ideas. And president then says, okay, me agree on, it's like a okay, this person agrees, I need your second agreement to it. Um, Kind of thing. I mean, in simplicity, that's really all it is. Um, but for elections, and we haven't won the Senate. Republicans haven't won the Senate for a long time. They didn't win it in 2016. They didn't win it in 2020 for sure. They didn't win it in 2012, and they didn't win it in 2008. I think 2004, 2000 was the last time that Republicans had the Senate. So it's been roughly 20 or plus more years since then. So obviously, this is a big surprise and a big shock for a lot of people right now. And I hope everyone can hear me. I'm pretty sure everyone can hear me. Um, but yeah, I mean, kind of simple way to put it, you could say. And I'm trying to watch my stream while, making it. It's kind of hard to do that, but you know, I'm trying. I'm trying. It's not popping up on here. And it's probably because it's not, I think I labeled it as not for kids because I mean, it's politics, right? It's not listed for everyone to see. And if it was listed, it was labeled for kids, then no one could comment, no one could have a guest appearance on here. It would be a total, like, it'd be totally unfair. So I'm not going to do that. Am I going to lose a lot of subscribers in the process of making this? Probably. But I'm not going to leave too much of my opinion. Again, I do have a politics channel where you could go subscribe to it. It's called I'm a Nerd Politics. I have it listed in literally every video I've ever made. Of course, this year on the game channel and every other channel I have. And I'm speaking to you about it right now, so you can go check out that channel. But currently, the Senate is looking to be in the direction for Republicans. Now, I'm unsure about the House. I don't think right now it's a 134 to 89. There's 218 that are needed to win for the House. And Republicans lead right now, but of course it's too early to call in a lot of states, and even in some states like California, they haven't even been called yet, and that's going to really have a big influence on the House. So I'm not going to focus too much about that right now. But still here, 112 to 198. So we're doing good. Right now, we're doing okay for Republicans, anyways. And I don't know. I'm trying to see who's, where the close margins are. It's too close to call in Nevada right now. And Georgia is looking to be, it's a 51-48 situation here. I think Trump is going to win by a 3-point margin, which I've actually said off camera, and I've said even in previous videos. Now, when this election was going on at the beginning, I thought Trump would easily win by a margin of 330 or plus. But by the looks of things, we're looking at probably like a 305, a 315 situation, which is good, but it's not what I predicted. But like many things, the polls, of course, are not exact. And Olin, I can't call you. I'm sorry. I can't call you right now. I can't call you because personally, if you want to guest on here, you can't. But I've done streams before where I've had calls like outside. Like if you've seen my second, I think it was my second, where I was answering questions on Instagram. I'm not going to do that anymore. If you want to follow me and have your own discussions on the stream, you can now. So that's how that's gonna go. Um, Now, of course, I'm trying to see who's in here. I don't want to go really to Twitter on this because I hate Twitter. Um, and let's see here. What? I don't even know what the. All right, Roland. I don't know what that is. Trying to see here. Um, where was I talking? Oh, I'm just checking on the states. That's right. So again, Nevada, it's too close to call. They don't have answers for it. Georgia, it's a 3-point lead. And of course, at the beginning of all of this, I said that chances were that Trump would probably win by 330 plus margin. He's not going to. I'm saying like a 315. Trump wins, I think, in this case here, but really it comes down to Pennsylvania and maybe Wisconsin in this case. Um, by the very least of things, or by the most of things, I guess. In terms of Pennsylvania, it's by the most of things. If not, Wisconsin can join in. And Wisconsin currently leads with a 1.1 plus of a point, which in the polls, it said that Kamala was leading. So obviously, a lot of this has changed since then. And you'll notice, I think anyone that focuses on politics like I try to do, is the polls have drastically gotten less accurate by the time that they're posted to the time that the election comes around. They're almost not always accurate, and they've gotten less accurate over time. So trust it with a grain of salt, if you may will, if may you will. So okay. Yeah, again, you could call me. Uh, I'm live. I don't know if he's in this stream or not. Like, I don't know who's in here. It might be people that follow me from like Instagram. It could be random people. I don't know who's in here. Because I can't like check the live stream, like all the comments, which really sucks. But I'm trying to do what I can here. I'll probably read over a lot of them tomorrow. But of course, you're always allowed to. Okay, you stop playing my video. I don't want to play my own video because I hate hearing my own voice. But okay, so I could see it. It says live now. I'm gonna mute myself because I can and I will. Um, it's not gonna let me check the live chat. I don't think. Might yeah. Okay, so my audio is working. I've now examined that. But we're not getting any new live updates yet. They're also calling Maine a close state maybe for Trump, but I think they mean that in the terms of it is leaning Democrat. We obviously see that here with a 50-48, but I think they mean that in the terms of the districts. I know that Trump will win Maine's second district by far, but the first district in the state itself, I think Kamala wins Maine. I'm almost sure of it. Now, CNN, I don't know why CNN tried to do this, but CNN, like 3 days before election night here tonight, was saying that, oh, Iowa's maybe a blue state, maybe a landslide blue state. CNN, I literally can't stand CNN sometimes because they'll try to juice and milk anything they can to like grasp onto something, right? Like and we see here, with 55% of the vote in, Trump leads 56 over 43, and it makes sense. I mean, did you see? If anyone saw the primaries, I know I did. Trump won like 99% of those caucuses. Um, he blew out everyone in the primaries in the Iowa, campaign for the 2024 election. It wouldn't make sense that Iowa just switches on him. It's happened, I think, very rarely in it's happened, I think, very, very, very rarely in elections in history. And it wouldn't make sense for it to be now. Yeah. So trying to see here. People are messaging me. Thanks. I don't know if the comments work or not on the channel. I can't check because I'm not verified. So, that sucks. But again, you could also check out my politics channel because I do have other politics related videos that give you a better understanding of where I feel with the election, because I don't really want to push it on the gaming channel so much, but I don't have a choice because I'm not verified on really any other. I'm verified to live stream on here. I'm not verified for advanced features like text, like moderation. I'm not verified on any of those things on any of the channels, but I can live stream here. I just can't on the politics channel because it's like, you gotta wait 24 hours. Well, guess what? You know what's gonna end in 24 hours? Most of the results. So, um, uh, um, is the chat working on my live? I'm asking people I know because I just don't want to call people. I just don't want people to say stuff that's gonna offend people. Okay, can't see it, but cool. I don't know if I want people to call me or not, but hey, you know what? We'll make a one-time exception because it is. This is the guy, bro. He also has a YouTube channel you could go check out. I will. It should be Golden Fishing, so you could go check that out as well. Yes. Ah, yes. This. Hey.
What up?
What's up, specimen? I can't. Oh shit. Oh, we got an update. We just got an update. Oh yeah. What state voted? Why? How is it at 210 already? There is an update from Iowa. Obvious win. We got Indiana. All right. But that was earlier. Oh, because of Texas, I think 210. But I'm not seeing what state that's coming from. How's it going, Roland?
Kansas.
Was it Kansas?
Yeah.
Okay. That doesn't shock me though. That doesn't shock me. I mean, I think the closest. All right. The closest that Kansas nearly, I wouldn't say even nearly lost to, but we lost the votes to was in 2020, but we still secured the state, obviously. Man, there's a lot of people calling me.
And
okay.
In Iowa.
And in Iowa. Yeah, I was just talking about Iowa. CNN is all like, well, actually. Like, no.
And then probably Georgia.
Georgia, did Georgia just come in? Georgia is not in yet. 91% is, but it's
by 30 or 3%. It's by 3%.
Yeah, so we're looking at 3 points there. So North Carolina, we're seeing the same thing. Virginia, it's very close.
Yep.
And Arizona, it's tied. There's a lot of people. There's so many people calling me. I can't call all these people. Yeah. You're the one exception.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I don't know who that is. Trying to get some live updates. I don't like live streaming on my freaking main account for this crap, man. This sucks. I could be getting paid. I could be being paid millions right now and have 5 million viewers if it was on the other channel. I swear, bro. I'd be him. But YouTube hates
But I
me.
won't let you.
No, because it's like you got to get a 24-hour review so we know that you're safe. I'm like, uh, that's like bullshit. That's the most bullshit thing I've ever heard.
New Mexico is gonna be.
New Mexico, yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah, it's like a 6.5 point lead right now, and that doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me because it was the same. It's been the same like that for years, like 2020, 2016. I'm trying to see the last time the state was Republican was in 2004. So I mean, it's been 20 years, obviously, since. Um, and that was by very thin margins too.
You able to open the chat?
No, it won't even let me do that. Like from my phone and like my TV, like nothing. I can't.
You able to see the picture I sent you through Instagram?
Oh, you mean on Instagram?
Yeah, I got a picture of the chat.
If someone's saying the N-word on there, I'm gonna be very disappointed. No, I can't see it.
Not that bad.
No, it says this can only be. Oh, this photo can only be replayed once, and it won't even let me view it. Unless you can screenshot it, like screenshot it over the screenshot, and then I don't know if that'll even work. It's doing good. We got no suspicious people in here.
Nope.
I hope not. I really hope not.
You're doing good.
We're doing good. Better than the last live stream because that was sad. I was doing Yu-Gi-Oh like unboxing. I think that one was really depressing. But this one's goated. Okay, so Kamala Harris just went up in Maine's first district, so that's 113 now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we talking about. But it's only by 1 point, so I mean, this election looks like it. I think when it comes down to it, I think this election's pretty much over by the midst of things. But when California gets its votes going, oh, it's gonna be really close, I think.
How many is California?
California is 54. So that's gonna be a lot closer because Michigan is also
60, probably 200 with Oregon and Washington.
So yeah, I mean that puts her to 200. Because I did some of these on the politics channel I have, and she was estimated to go at her max around like 222, 226. Because she's also in the lead. Oh, actually, Michigan is now in the lead for Trump. Now, is it going to stay like that because Michigan is right now only at 26% of its voters? Probably not. And that actually surprises me with Wisconsin, with almost more than half of its voters in, and it's leading towards him. Because the polls I did, of course, polls change every 30 seconds. They're never exact, and they get less exact over time. Obviously, I'm not going to say anything that cancels myself here. But there's a lot of reason to suggest why Wisconsin is a surprise for Donald Trump. Surprisingly, no one's
like a 10-second delay.
Yeah, there is like a 10-second delay, but that's fine. When you record on a crappy phone that was made 7 years ago, you expect whatever, I guess,
The Nokia 45.
I know. Should I pull out the indestructible phone?
Do it.
I don't even know where it's at. Hold on, I gotta go find it. Hold on. Mute. Oh yeah. All right.
Oh boy.
Here's what I say. Here's what I say to anyone viewing. If we get to, what's a fair number? Like 20? 20 viewers?
Yeah.
If we get to 20 viewers, you're going to see the most indestructible phone ever made by mankind. All right? That's what it's all about. All right, we got to get 20 viewers now. Someone spam this. Go on Twitter for
Got it.
yeah, go on probably not TikTok because I haven't posted there in months, but hell, go to Tumblr if you have to. If anyone uses Tumblr anymore, go to Telegram if you're someone that uses Telegram. Go to Facebook. Go to your mother's Karen's Facebook account.
Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace. That's where we're going right now. That's what we're doing. Try to make some fun out of this. I think I'm trying to see. The longest live stream I have is almost 2 hours. I say we live stream for 8 hours straight. I'm not gonna get any sleep. I literally told my parents, I'm like, hey, if I'm up at 1 a.m., that sucks for you, I guess. I'm invested.
There we go.
Did you just post it everywhere you could find?
Yes.
You probably, I don't even know, I'm gonna sound like an old boomer for this, but what the hell is Threads? Is that like our version of Facebook very much? Like,
No, it's kind of like the texting app, but for Instagram, a separate one.
like I've looked at it. It looks like if millennials, or not really even millennials, it's like Gen Z's version of Facebook. It's really weird.
It is.
Like I go on there every now and then, and the posts don't make sense. I've posted on there a few times, I think, but like I just don't understand it.
Neither do
Oh man, that's funny. Oh yeah, it's like
26%.
26. I actually saw this. There was a clip with Joe Biden. Joe. We know Joe.
Ice cream dude.
The ice cream dude. Yeah, notorious. Um, really had. I mean, he is. I mean, have you ever heard of Jesus? Like he's not even as good as Joe Biden here.
Moist critical.
Moist critical. Like, yeah, man. I mean, Joe Biden is better than Moist Critical. He is the new Jesus. I guess, for some delusionals out there. Yeah. President of the year, boys. Um, but Joe Biden was saying something like, I want to slap Trump in the ass. And I was like, what? What the hell?
He's time for a nap.
Oh, he went past his nap time, dude. I don't know what happened. It was hilarious, but it was like, why would you say that? Why would you ever say that? It's just not something I'd say out loud, bro.
Well, I'll be back. I'm gonna get water.
All right, all right. All right. That was our little guest speaker. He does have a channel, by the way. You can go subscribe to it. It is called Golden Fishing. I will actually, well, let me see. Golden Fishing. It is on YouTube. It's probably on TikTok too. I don't know. I know it's on YouTube. But what's going on here? What is up? What is up, fellow gamers? I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, Golden Fishing. So if you guys want to subscribe, I will post that. Golden Fishing 5 to 80. He hasn't gotten rid of the number thing. I don't really understand what that's all about, but that's all right. Let's see here where we at. we don't get a new poll update for another 5 minutes, so just to go with that. But here's his channel. Here's that's my face. There's the channel of Golden Fishing. He's doing pretty well, actually. He hasn't posted for I think a couple months, but also a lot of videos are probably not suitable for younger audiences, maybe because YouTube sucks. For whatever reasons, whatever. But he posts shorts all the time of him catching fish. He's pretty well respected, I'd say. He started a couple months ago, almost a year ago, and he's doing really well. And you could go subscribe to his channel for sure. I don't think he came back yet. Hello? I don't know. Doesn't look like he's back just yet. But we are awaiting. We are awaiting. We do get an update here in roughly 4 minutes. So
I'm back.
All right, he's back. We get an update in 4 minutes. I don't know from what states, but I know they're probably. I'd have to see. I'd probably say Georgia or North Carolina.
Yeah.
And
I got cold.
yeah, it could also be Idaho and Oregon, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
But that's gonna be a while. And Alaska's not even gonna. Alaska and Hawaii aren't gonna be till like 2 a.m. I don't think I could be up for that.
Know what there will be though.
Yeah, I have a pretty good understanding of those two states.
Ready for the math final tomorrow?
There isn't a math final tomorrow.
Oh, I must have missed it. What day is that?
We have stuff to do next week, but I don't think the math test is till the week after next.
Okay.
A little bit of nerd talk here.
What's the quadratic formula?
All right, Jackson.
Actually.
Trying to see any shifts. I don't know. The shifts are roughly the same.
Just watch Brian be on the stream the entire time.
Yeah, watch Brian. Brian's gonna go from his Twitch right now into the live stream. He's probably jealous. I'm getting more viewers than he is. He's so jealous. We got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Yeah. I literally haven't been on Instagram in days. I don't know what half of these things even are.
You should open up a couple of the reels and just shut up on your stream.
Yeah. Someone posted election days today. Be sure to go out and vote. I'm not gonna say who these people are. They probably already know by me, viewing them. So we got a lot of religious stuff in here too. We got some fanatical stuff going on in here. Oh shoot, really? Kanye West didn't run this year. No. No, yay for 2024. It's not possible. I can't really say what he's doing right now, but he's trying to go into a business that is rather
big cookies.
No, he's going into an industry I think the closest thing that I could say without getting banned is OF.
Boy.
He's trying to do that kind of stuff. And all hopes to him, man. I mean, hey, he made some good shoes. He could probably make some good I don't know. I'm not real. I don't know if I could trust that one, but you know what? Hey, whatever, whatever. We got a lot of vote now, vote now. As I expected, no surprise. You know.
Looking this up on Google. The election.
So actually, the poll should be in right now. It is 9. We should be. Ooh, there we go. We just got one. Washington and California for Harris. That is 179. And Idaho for Trump. That's 214. So now this election is actually a lot more closer than it was. And actually, I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek here. We got a 179. We got a 214. Yeah.
And Oregon would also.
I think Oregon. I think they're saying Oregon's too early to call, but I think that's.
Yeah. There we go. It just updated on mine.
Yeah. I think it's going to be easy to say that Oregon is not going to be a Republican state here. New Mexico, it's still a 6.5 point difference. Trump leads in Arizona by 0.2 points. Very thin margin.
In Minnesota, it's only at 11% for some reason.
Yeah, that's 11% of all the votes that have been casted.
Yeah. Like literally, other states like that 90%. Somehow they're at.
Currently, it's 60. It's currently it's a I think if I do my math right, it's a 23-point lead. But like most, like Minnesota always is, they always start with the small, districts and everything. Those that make up for Republicans easily, and then they do the huge ones, and all of a sudden we start losing. And Oregon just started right now, so Oregon's count just started right now.
Oregon is there because it's Oregon.
It's a 14% lead. That doesn't surprise me, but it's out. Only 1% of the votes are in, so of course that's going to change.
For the Senate, it's 48 to 39 right now. Still.
Yeah. Now, of course, they're only projecting that California and Washington will be won. There's no actual numbers that say this yet. But, just by default, I could bring this up even back in the past with Oregon, right? The last time Oregon was a Republican state was in 1984.
Mm-hmm.
And the last time California was a Republican state was 1988. And the last time that Washington was a Republican state was 1984. So, because for a long time on the political channel, I've been saying Minnesota might be Republican. It would be, jaw dropping.
Oh, Georgia just passed 100,000 margin, so I feel like he's going to
win. Yeah, he's probably going to win that for sure. The last time Minnesota was a Republican state was 1972. So I think it's very unlikely that Trump wins the state. But it's possible.
Oh. Okay, we got Oregon in the lead, but
Oregon by a lot. Yep. Holy crap. That is a what is that like?
Yep.
Is it math in my head doesn't really work out so much, so beep boop beep 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 beep.
Algebra, bro.
I can do algebra, but basic math, I'm stupid. I'm about as stupid as Joe Biden.
The one at our table.
Yeah, right. Pretty much. What's his name? I'm not gonna say. Don't say his name out loud. No one knows. I don't even know who the hell he is. So what are we seeing? Oregon. So Kamala Harris with 59% of the vote and 38% for Trump. So obviously,
Yeah.
I don't think Oregon's going Republican in any kind of way. I don't see it
Make
at
it
all.
the greater Ohio, cut it in half, give half the state to Ohio.
Of course. Yeah.
Idaho.
There's no votes in Nevada yet. It's literally that too close to call. And that doesn't even make sense. I mean,
Like my note.
yeah, that doesn't even make sense because Florida, for God's sakes, Florida got there closer and they had two hurricanes. They had to vote like it was like the early 1900s.
So did like North Carolina.
Yeah, and they got their votes quicker out there than Nevada. Like, what's going on?
I mean, it is snowing, dude. Like 5 inches of snow outside or something.
Oh, I know. We have, I think right where I'm at right now, it's like 2 inches right now. I'm
I'm
really,
not pulling up to school.
I know. I don't even want to go to school tomorrow in the snow. I can't. I can't, bro.
First snow.
There's some things good about the snow, but I don't like to drive in it, and that's why I overall hate it with a passion.
Oh god, dude.
Trying to see.
When's the next update?
So if we get a next update, it's probably gonna be like probably 9:30, and it's probably gonna be Oregon in this case here.
Yeah, Oregon and then probably Georgia.
Probably Georgia, and Georgia could be called at 9:05 even, or no, it's not 9:05 anymore. It could be called at 9:10 because I'm smart. It could be called at 10 even, because it's at 93%. That could be called at any point now.
Virginia's at 75%.
Oh, it just went up to 80. It just went up to 80,
Oh,
and that's
for which one?
for Virginia. And Virginia is Virginia is very close here. We're looking at 50% for Kamala, 48 for Trump. But in the popular vote, we're looking at like just above 50, around 56,000 votes above. Like it's very close in Virginia here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's game time. It's yam time.
Alaska. Three is Alaska and Hawaii. It's like 4, right? 5.
Yeah, it's 4. I don't it's been longer than my lifetime that Hawaii was Republican. I know that. Let's see. I'm going back here. Yeah, the last time it was Republican was 1984. So
Oh my god, I just looked at DC.
DC, it has to be heavily Democratic.
92%.
92% lead is crazy. Yeah, it's a 92% lead. God, it's no wonder they don't. It's no wonder they really don't count it as a state because every time there's a Democratic leader, they absolutely demolish the other candidate. Good God, that is depressing.
Michigan only at
It's at 30%.
yeah.
But surprisingly, Trump is leading by a 5-point lead, which he was not expected to be doing.
Do some math. What's 214 minus 270?
214 minus 270. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep 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 beep. Oh no. I can't do math like that in my head. It's
It'd be 56, I
50,
think, right?
56. So he needs what?
Yep.
Like he needs 56 more to win, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
just to get to 270, but by the looks of things, he's going to go probably to 300.
ooh, let's go.
Because in 2016 he won, I think 305. I could have pulled that up. In 2016, it was 306.
Ooh, the election,
Yeah.
1980 or 32 election.
1932, yeah, an absolute gosh darn blowout.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah. It doesn't show on this map I have. I think this only shows within the last 60 years. But yeah, it was a pretty bad election for Republicans, let's just go to say. But, 1932.
Did Nebraska have all red, or is it the Omaha area?
So I think Omaha is definitely going to be Democrat, I think, because in 2020 it definitely was. The last time it wasn't was.
No, I think it's solid red.
No, because it's not. Because, well, Nebraska's first district, Kamala's up by 2,000 right now. Second district, which.
I love Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska is full of nothing. Just full of nothing.
Giant fish.
Okay.
Fish.
By the looks of things, yeah, the third district, Trump.
They started
up.
In Nevada too.
Yeah.
It says 0 or nothing yet.
Yeah, there's nothing. Trump is leading in the third district. That's like the main state itself. He's probably going to lead in the first district like he did in 2020 and 2016. The second district, Omaha, yeah, like Omaha region, it was Democrat in 2020 and it was Republican in 2016. But
85% North Carolina now.
In 80. So it just went up for me in 88%, unless you just said that. And I heard you wrong. Ooh, and Kamala.
Someone in your chat said Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
For Trump does? Yeah, I mean, by huge margins right now. But of course, Minnesota, it's 13% in. So, early voting, it makes you hyped up. But chances are, I don't see a damn possibility that we win Minnesota. It'd be cool. It's not like it's affecting much, but it would be cool, I suppose. But everything else looks really well, going. So Georgia, it's still a 3-point lead, and 93% of the vote is in.
Yep.
So, and it's over 100,000 votes. It is over 100,000 votes. So I almost guarantee, Georgia votes Republican here. It's Arizona. I'd say it's too close to call. It's still 0.2% of a lead. It's still way too close. And I don't know why, but earlier they were saying New Hampshire could be a 50-50, like a very close. Literally, like New Hampshire hasn't been Republican for like 20 years, dude.
Update. We got for the House, it's 161 to 111.
Well, you need 218 to win.
Yep. That's what we got so far.
Yeah, and I think we do actually have the Senate. That's 159, 107. But the thing is, with the House, is California has not voted at all in this, and that's going to change a lot of things here. Oh yeah, in the Senate, because you need 50 to win, we're at 48-39.
Nevada's the only one that hasn't went, right?
No, and Montana in previous years was a Democratic Senate, I believe. So they need a lot. Currently, it's obviously it's a lot. It's a 14-point lead right now, but only 6% of that vote is in. They need Montana to get 49, and I think Texas they'll get because it's almost a million over. So I think they get that one almost easy. They need Nebraska because currently, and this doesn't even make sense, a third-party candidate is winning over the Republican candidate in Nebraska.
I was about to say, what?
Yeah, Dan Osborne. He's part of the nonpartisan, which is
Hold on, I just updated. The lead change. We're up actually by 30,000 now.
in which state?
Oh, but there's 2 races.
Oh, you know what state it was, or
Omaha.
oh, in Omaha, like the second district, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Omaha exactly, but I know it's that region. It's like that specific region. I'm trying to load that here. So, yeah, oh boy. So Kamala barely leads over. I think it's like 2,000 over. But it still says likely Democrat, and I believe him because it was in 2020 as well. So, and that's only one electoral point, out of the, the basically the 4 others that there are. So it's not a huge deal.
For sure, for sure. Oh boy. Someone in the chat through it.
Of course. Let me guess, it was you, Roland. You're the only person who puts rainbows in everyone's name.
Just yours.
Yeah. Yes. Do I have to? Actually, I can't do that. I'm gonna get canceled, dude. I'm gonna lose everything if I say a word that slightly offends anyone. So I won't do it. But if you subscribe to the politics channel, what are we looking at here? Honestly, I really thought this race was going to be a lot closer, but by the stats right now, with most of the votes in, especially in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, there's not a chance in hell that Kamala wins this.
Unless if it's Southall
Just unless for some reason, all these states just turn blue, which, that wouldn't be cheating or anything, right? Like, that's never happened before.
Yeah. Wait, which seat did they lose, or did we gain in the Senate?
Senate, I think it's still 48. It's still 48. Democrats went up in New Mexico, so it's 39 for them now.
But we gained 1 seat, it says.
Yeah, which
Montana, right?
Montana is still is in the direction of, but it's only 6% going in. I think what you're talking about, yeah, we gained Missouri.
Ooh, that's right.
And we also flipped West Virginia for the first time in like 20 years, I think, or something like that. By a lot too. It's not even close margins. It's like 69 to 28. It was huge margins. But here's the thing: there's 2 states for the Senate that are third-party candidates that are currently above the normal party, you could say, the Democrat and Republican. Bernie Sanders won Vermont. Not a shocker. He's won that state. He's won that state many times in the last 30 years. Dan Osborne is tied with Deb Fischer, 50-50. But in the popular vote, Dan Osborne leads by 700 votes in Nebraska, which is very surprising for a third-party candidate and nonpartisan. It's not an independent party. It still has an ideology different from the independent party, but it is leading ever so slightly with 60% of the vote in.
Is Frankie up here right now?
Frankie, I don't even want to know.
I don't want to open the snap.
Yeah. That surprises me. Minnesota, we're leading for the Senate. I mean, I think the best that the Senate's going to get out, we're going to get like a 52 something, because it has to be, it has to be like there's 99 total points. I think we get like 52.
Hold on.
What do we get?
230.
230. What is that from?
He won North Carolina.
North Carolina, woo! That's what we're talking about, baby. Woo!
So now it's just 40 more.
It is literally just 40 more, just to win.
Georgia should be gone.
Georgia is close. It's at 94%. Yeah, that's crazy. That's over 100,000 in North Carolina to give the win.
Georgia's how many?
Georgia, we're still 100,000 over, 136,000 over.
Yeah,
and
but how many would it be for if he did win it?
Well, I mean, it's 90. He's still got a 3-point lead. So, I mean.
Okay, so it's guaranteed.
Yeah, it leans in that direction. I think we are good. Good. I really thought this was gonna be so like battleground close. I thought this election was gonna be as close as the Tampa Bay and the Chiefs game a couple nights ago. Not even close.
Why were the refs doing that?
Oh, I know that game. I was like on the edge of my seat. I'm like, come on. I know you don't have Tom Brady, but beat the undefeated team. You know, that was a crazy game. The refs suck. It doesn't matter if it's at our school, at a different school. Like the refs in general, from high school level to college to national, like they all suck. They're not fair. They all suck. You know. Bro, we got that heavy breath though. He got. Already got me a cream soda.
The phone's going on a good 9%.
9%.
Ethan liked my.
Ethan's been getting big at the gym.
There we go.
All right, what are we seeing here? Oregon, it's a 13-point lead for Kamala, so it's it's 56% of the vote. I don't think there's a chance. Nevada, nothing. There's still nothing. Arizona, we're leading by 0.2. 0.2% with 53% of the vote in. That's gonna be close, man. Out of all the states, it's gonna be the closest by far. Trump is leading by a lead in Michigan right now. But with that being, it's 34% of the vote. So, of course, that could change at any time. Virginia, I think Virginia, it's 83% and it's a 50-48 right now.
Oh, I just want another seat for the Senate.
Another seat for the Senate. I gotta see. It's so okay for Democrats. Ooh, that's okay. So they just won Virginia, I believe.
Yep. Oh well, no.
Or no,
still leading in Virginia, so
it's still leading and it's projected, probably, right? Yeah, it is projected.
Oh, yeah.
And Kamala just went up too. I just saw that. So 187 Oregon. All right. So, oof. Had California not put their vote in, this would have been a blowout until California, pretty much. But I mean, it's not looking good in the East. I mean, Minnesota, Trump's beating by double-digit points here. Wisconsin, it's a 3-point lead. Michigan, it's a 6-point lead. And for Pennsylvania, it's a 3-point lead. It's not looking good.
2 states. Oh, here, hold on. We just got.
For what?
Hold on. She just went.
Maine's first district was one. Oregon, yeah, we just did that. Let's see. I'm gonna see. I wonder what the House is at. I haven't checked in on the House in a minute. It's being slow, which I don't know why. Maybe my internet crashed and the whole stream is gonna die right now. I really hope it doesn't, but it could. It could. Oh boy. Don't die yet. Do not die on me. Oh no. No. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Republicans 164 for 109, so I don't think the House has changed roughly at all. If or, his phone's dying, so I think that's all we're gonna really get from him tonight. Of course, subscribe to his channel, Golden Fishing 5280. So I'm gonna see here. I don't want to text this guy because he's going to call me and probably going to say things that I don't really appreciate. No, I know I won't even do it. I'm contemplating and I decide no. But currently 48-40 in the Senate race right now. Republicans have to win Montana if they're gonna get at 49 and 50 needed. Texas, for sure. But they could also win in Ohio. I think we win the Senate by a 50. I'm gonna say like a 52-53 over Democrats, so we can get that Senate back. And if we can get the House back, the presidency, we're golden. We are golden. But it is a 230-187. The next poll, not expected to come in until 9:30 or roughly 10. This live stream probably will only be till 10 because I do have to get some sleep, and also for some reason all my stuff just decides at 11 not to work anymore, so probably that too. But I will actually give a live stream after election day and when most stuff is already coming in. But in the looks of things, we're on a good path to win the White House, the Senate, the House, the whole thing. We're on a good path here. Pennsylvania, it's still we're looking at a 3-point lead. Trump 200,000 points in the popular vote over. 51-48 in Michigan. We're still a 6-point lead with over 100,000 points in Michigan, with its 15 electoral points, and Wisconsin with a 3-point lead with about an 80,000 vote lead. And the popular vote here, no changes, and Minnesota the same old 61-37 with almost double digit in terms of popular vote by coming up on 200,000. So, and of course that's only 16% of the vote. It's very, not a lot. Virginia, I think it's going to be a 2.5 point lead for Kamala that she probably wins that state. It's Trump still a 51-48 and over 100,000 popular vote in Georgia. I think Trump wins Georgia, and it says very likely Republicans. So there's that in there. Kamala leads in New Mexico by a 6-point advantage with a 40,000 popular vote difference. Likely Democrats in Arizona with still, a 3,000 popular vote lead for Donald Trump and 0.2% of the vote going in his favor. It's probably too close to call for maybe a couple hours, but it does lean in the Republicans' direction. In Nevada, there's still no votes yet, and Alaska and Hawaii as well. In some other states, like New Hampshire, Kamala leads with a 5-point lead over Trump with a around a 25,000 popular vote difference in New Hampshire. Then they said it would be a toss-up state. Now Minnesota is being a toss-up state right now, but New Hampshire, I think it's too far gone for Republicans. And in Maine, a 6-point difference with roughly about 10,000 difference, 10,000 popular vote difference. Maine's first district went to Kamala Harris, 62 to 35. It wasn't even close, but Maine's second district, likely more Republican with a 58-40%, an 18% difference here with a near 20,000 difference in the popular vote. Now, if Maine could become a Republican state, it will help out a little bit. I'm not saying it's going to help out everyone in the world kind of thing. Georgia is now at 95%, but we have a little bit of a pause on Georgia. They say it's still too close to call, but 95% of the votes in, and there's still a 3-point lead. So, that can come real slim and close here. Nebraska's first district, we see a 0.3 lead with Trump with a 400-point advantage in the popular vote. And in second district, we see Kamala Harris with a 9-point lead with a 21,000 popular vote difference. I think Nebraska all in whole is going to be a Republican state here. But let's check out the Senate, where it is 49. We just won. Which one did we get? We got Ohio. Woo! 49-40 in the Senate. We need one more, and we're almost guaranteed in Texas to win back the Senate here. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Let me show you guys. Hold on. It is true. It is true right here. So a 51-46 Marino beats by by double digits, over 200,000 popular vote. That is what we're talking about. That is what we're talking about right now. We need one more to we've flipped 2 seats from the past, Ohio and West Virginia. But surprisingly, I didn't think Osborne would be getting as much as he is. All right, sorry, little parent update. It surprises me that Osborne, we see literally a 0.4 difference, and really, if even if there's an independent lead, it still doesn't change the fact that by most chances here, Republicans do still win the Senate. It's just maybe in Nebraska and Vermont, this isn't true. But here, 165 to 111, the Democrats in California have started the results in the House, and that's going to really affect how this House turnout goes. But it's currently 165 to 111 as things going on right now. So Senate 49-40. Presidency is still 230-187. We're not expected to get an update until around 9:45 or 10. So when 10 comes around, we'll probably get Nevada, which is going to make a slight difference here. If I do the math right, if we get Wisconsin, that's 240. If we get Michigan, which we're doing so by nearly 4 points now, if we could do that, then that is 255. And if we get Pennsylvania, that's over 270. That's the goal, obviously. And actually, 46% of Minnesota's vote came in. 55% Kamala, 43 for Trump. I knew for a fact that it was going to lean Democrat or likely Democrat, just because it's always been that way. and Tim Walz probably does have an effect on that, a slight bit as well. So, that doesn't surprise me. 3-point difference in Virginia with 85% of its vote in. Still too close to call in Georgia, but we're still looking at a 3-point lead for Trump to win the state back. So, the 6-point difference for New Mexico, and likely Democrat for New Mexico here. Still too close to call in Arizona, but we're seeing a 0.2 difference with Trump leading by 0.2, leans Republican, but those numbers are very unjustifiable in all certainties. Sure is a 5-point difference, and Maine, with its two electoral votes, is still a 5-point difference. So that's it's gonna be a while. Michigan's gonna take a while too, but we're still in the lead. When we get to around the 50% mark, maybe there's gonna be some, maybe it's gonna be different. But Alaska and Hawaii aren't gonna be until around 12 a.m. to 1 a.m. and we're at no viewers again. You're not gonna see the Nokia. You're not gonna see the unbreakable phone if you don't watch the stream. We got to get 20 viewers though. Breaking now, 80% of the vote with Pennsylvania is now in, and Trump still leads. So I think Trump is on the way of winning not only just this election, but completing the ability to get rid of the blue wall, and by that I mean Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, which he is doing now. But Michigan, it's going to be, we're only 39% in, so it's going to be a little bit hard to decipher that yet at the moment. And Wisconsin, it's good going. Pennsylvania, it's good and going. So we could be looking at something gold here. I think Minnesota, it's a little too far gone. It's a 12-point difference. Georgia, it's getting real close, but again, it's too early to call. It's not even too early to call. It's too close to call, I should say. Let's look at DC because, why not? Because I'm bored. 93-7. Oh, man. Blowout for sure. We're looking at a second district. We're looking at an 11-point difference still. With the first district, we're looking at a 0.5 difference. And with Maine's second district, we're looking at a 14-point difference. That is currently what's going on with this election. It is 230 for Donald Trump and 187 for Kamala Harris. Going to the Senate, going back to the Senate, we always got to go back to the Senate. We need one more. We need one more win. And Montana is on our eyes. I think Texas is on our eyes for sure. And Nebraska is going to be really close. Texas has its 10-point lead with Ted Cruz, 76% likely to win the state and putting us at the winning of the Senate mark. Nebraska with actually a better for Deb Fischer, leading in the popular vote and the electoral vote by 1.2, doing a little bit better there with 65% of its vote in. 8% in Montana with a 17-point difference and a roughly around 8,000 popular vote difference here between Shea, I think it's Shea or Shahee, versus Tester. We're leading in Wisconsin by 2 points. We're leading in Michigan by 3 points. And we're leading in Pennsylvania by 2 points. And is currently at 79%, Michigan at 37%, and Wisconsin at 69% of the votes that are registered and in. We could flip a lot of states. Democrats have not flipped any states yet of ours, and independents have not flipped a state yet. No surprise there. But they could with Nebraska. It'd be a first. It would be a first, but it hasn't happened yet. So we're not expected to see that. We're not expected to see that. The House, 117 to 166, a lot more Democrats in California up here coming in, as well as Oregon. We're seeing some, and we're seeing some in Colorado as well. So, it's going to get a lot more interesting. It's going to get a lot more interesting when all that happens. Because as we're looking at things, yeah, like most of the districts by 50 points over are winning in the House in California. So, and we are now just getting a call that the Senate, Republicans have won the Senate. Republicans have won the Senate. 50, the required amount. We have just won Texas. Ted Cruz expected and projected to win Texas with a 10-point difference in the electoral here and a nearly 1 million popular vote difference. Ted Cruz beats Colin Alfred. And we have just won the Senate. We have just won the Senate. I'm going to spam that now in everyone's message. We just won the Senate. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that and post that everywhere. Post it everywhere. Because I am egotistical like that, of course. But that is actually huge. We just won the Senate. We need more live viewers. We need more live viewers. Get in here. Get in here. Come on. Man, this is crazy. This is quite the craziness. Why won't it let me discard? Okay. It's not letting me. Let me do this a different way. That's probably not going to work. How do I... Instagram makes me mad. We just won the Senate, by the way. We have overturned the Senate. So, good news there. This is really the best night of my life. Politically speaking, because of course, I'm just like that when it comes to politics. I get excited. I'm not going to go to class the next day and be like, suck that loot. I'm not going to do that because that's mean. That's just mean. That is unconstitutional, is what that is. I'm not going to do that, though. So, Republicans have just won the Senate. Oh no, what happened? Oh, I pressed the reset button instead of the oops. Oops, I did not mean to do that. I actually pressed the me and computers is not having it me and words today. If you saw my last video, I couldn't mumble a word, dude. It was bad on my political channel speaking. All right. Man, this election is so finished. Really, I mean it is. It's done for. It's done for. It's done for. What are we looking at here? 41 for Democrats now in the Senate, but it's already gone. 50. You're done for. Let's go back to the House real quick. We're looking at a 119 to 167. Nothing has changed yet. Go back to the presidency. 200. Kamala Harris just went up. What state did she just go up in is the question. 200 to 230. It's getting very close right now, as you could see it. Massachusetts, that's 11 points. Oh, she got Virginia by a 4-point difference, putting her up. Let me show you guys the camera. Let me show you what we got here. We have a 200, 230 now. Virginia, a 4-point difference. I was thinking maybe a 2 or 3-point difference, but no, it's a 4-point difference now. But everything else is going just well, just well. I kind of expected it with Virginia, but we're going with what we got. It's still a 3-point difference in Pennsylvania with 82% of its votes in. It is currently a 5-point difference in Michigan with 42% of its votes in. And it's currently a 3-point difference with 71% of the votes in Wisconsin. With Minnesota, it is currently a 9-point difference with Kamala leading Democrat. Here, New Mexico, we see a 6-point difference with Democrats likely winning the state here. And even bigger in Arizona here, we have a 0.4 difference. It's a slight bit better with Trump leading in Arizona and leaning Republican. Still nothing from Nevada. And Georgia is still too close to call, but is a 3-point lead with 95% of the vote in. New Hampshire, we have a 5-point lead, likely Democrat here. Maine's 2 electoral points here. We have a 4-point difference, likely Democrat. Maine's 2nd district with a 15 electoral difference here, with Trump very likely winning the state here. Nebraska's 2nd district leading by 0.5 for Donald Trump, and Nebraska's 2nd district leading by 9 points for Kamala Harris. That's where things stand here. By the means of things. Now, Michigan, it's going to be, it's going to take a while. They're not even at half of the registered voters, but by the means of things, this election is pretty much about over. It's done. It's cooked. It is. It's done. It's done for. But let's see here. I'm just checking out what stories we got posted here, checking out what's going on. What do we got going on here? Not very much. I think people obviously know the winner, Donald Trump posted 8 hours ago. He probably posted a few minutes ago, speaking about all this. But it is getting close, everyone. Very close. Close win for Trump is what we're talking about. No changes yet. No changes yet. Going to the Senate. Still 50-41. But we won the Senate. That's strong. That's good on its own terms. We flipped 2 of the seats, and we probably could flip another one if we're lucky to, because we're still seeing a 1.2 lead in Nebraska with Fisher, 14% in with Montana, and we're still seeing a 17-point lead for Republicans, so that's a good note. We could flip Montana possibly. Wisconsin, it's still a 2-point lead for Republicans, 3-point lead in Michigan for Republicans, and a 2-point lead for Pennsylvania for Republicans. So I mean, and also independent. We have another independent state leading by many, which is Maine by a what looks to be a 16-point difference here. Angus King Jr. That's kind of weird to have your last name be King, right? When it's all about presidents and such. It's kind of a weird thing. But that's another third candidate right there. Now, they're not sure on that yet. It's only 28% of that is in, but that's how things are looking to be, of course. Hawaii, there's still nothing, and in Nevada, we have nothing still. So let's go look back at the House where it is 168 to 119. 218 are needed to win for the House to be won for Republicans, and it's on that way to do that. The most competitive, there's 24 left for Republicans. There's 37 left for Democrats. Democrats need 43 in order to kind of keep themselves stabilized, and they are really on the way of doing that. They have 6 really competitive ones. They've Republicans with 3 really good competitive ones that they've won, but they need 27 in total if they're going to do that. But things are still looking the same. We got 9 minutes until the next poll closes, and that should be Nevada. That should be Nevada in the next 9 minutes here. So be patient. Be very patient as I kind of go through some stuff here. Hawaii and Alaska, I'll probably do those tomorrow on the next live stream. But let's see, Michigan. We're looking at Michigan. We have 5-point difference with Trump leaning Republican in that state. Of course, that's only 44%. So it's still a little too close to call. Georgia is still too close to call with 95% in, but it's still leaning Republican. 83% for Pennsylvania and still a 3-point lead. 75% in for Wisconsin and a 4-point lead for Donald Trump. And all is still the same. New Mexico still having a 6-point advantage with Democrats. Kamala Harris leaning. 81% of those votes are in. Maine with its 4-point different now and 30% of the vote in. 5-point difference for New Hampshire with Kamala Harris leaning and likely to win the state with 76% of the votes in. Oof, wow. This is quite the election. I mean, 2020, it was hectic. It was crazy. That one was a nightmare, really. But 2024, it's smooth and expected that we win not the Senate, not the House, but the presidency. It's going to be all sunshine and rainbows, maybe. Or it could be death and utter destruction. We don't really know anymore, right? So take that as you will. 7 minutes. 7 minutes, everyone. Oh boy. And there's a lot more endorsements coming up from celebrities. And, I'm not a big fan of celebrity endorsements. Vote for who you want. Don't vote because your favorite celebrity or musical artist or influencer is voting for this person. Don't do that. I don't believe in that. Like if Jack Doherty was like, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, I would not be inspired because he's the last person I'd want to be inspired by. Literally the last human. He's not even a human being. He's the last creature on this planet I would want influencing me to go out and vote. So there's that. to, net to come into margin, roughly. Scary. Watching this guy jump off like huge cliffs into water. And you got something I never would have, which is the will to do it or anything like that is scary. That one's actually not that bad. I'd probably do that one. That one's not that bad either. But he's jumping way high up. Like, I definitely wouldn't be jumping at the height he is. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh my god. Oh man, that's weird. We have 4 minutes here. Not seeing anything new. Not seeing anything new. No new voting. 46% for Michigan, but it's still a 5-point lead for Republicans. So, if we get it over 50, I think Michigan's a goner. And CNN was begging, praying on their knees, begging to the gospel that, one of the states, Wisconsin and Michigan would vote blue. And the polls were saying it too, and I put it in my videos and everything. But doesn't look like they're going to this election season. Georgia, it's still too close to call. Georgia's been really a weird state since the 2020 election, for sure. So there is that. Arizona, probably still too close to call, but it's still a 0.4 lead for Republicans. And that's, I don't know. Ooh. Let's get the skills. Oof. Motorcycles. Motorcycles scare me. Let's see, what do we got here? 2 minutes. 2 minutes until the next, until Nevada's polls should come on in and visit. And we should also see a lot more other states close its polls, hopefully speaking. But we're good in the midst of how things are going right now. No changes. No changes. Mexico's going up, but we already know it's a 6-point difference, and Kamala leads by 40,000 in the popular vote with 83% of its, 83% of its in. So I'm not too concerned about that one. Let's go to the Senate real quick. It is still 50-41. And we have roughly about a minute till the next polls come in. So we'll tune in to when that happens. But we see, oh my God, it's a 2-point difference in Nebraska with 70% of the vote in. Republicans leading. Montana, we still see a 17-point difference. So I think we're guaranteed to win Nebraska and Montana. Still a 3-point lead for Republicans in Michigan, a 2-point lead for Wisconsin with Republicans leading, and a 2-point difference in Pennsylvania with Republicans leading the Senate by a lot here. With a minute left, probably 30 seconds, let's check in to the presidential election here, and we should be seeing an update, a very soon update in the next 20 seconds. We're getting ready. This is for my longest live stream ever, and it is now 10 p.m. we're expected to see some polls start getting in. But this is by far my longest live stream, which means you should subscribe to the main channel, which is this gaming channel, but you should also subscribe to the politics channel, because that's where all the politics stuff will be at. I probably have lost all my subscribers now because I'm doing this on the main channel, but you know what? Fine. 204, Kamala Harris just went up 4 electoral points in Hawaii. Hawaii is projected to be a winning state for Kamala. There's no popular votes to determine this, and those won't come out until around midnight. But Kamala Harris is expected to win in the for Kamala Harris anyways. We still have no votes for Trump that determine this factor. Still a 5-point lead in Michigan with 47% of the votes open, but Kamala has projected to be the winner in Hawaii. 84% of the vote in with Pennsylvania, and a 3-point lead for Republicans. Only a 6-point difference in Minnesota with 55% of the vote in. It's getting kind of closer here, but I think Minnesota still comes to be a win for Democrats here. New Hampshire, a 5-point difference. Could be also very slim, but it's still likely Democrat. We have nothing from Nevada still at this point, and nothing from Alaska. Those are the only 2 states that do not have any numbers. The district in Nebraska's first district has a 2-point lead for Donald Trump. Kamala sees still a 9-point lead for the second district. Maine's second district as well. We see a 14-point difference with Trump leading in the state of Maine's second district. Overall, Maine is likely Democrat with a 5-point difference. But man, is it getting close. It is getting really close to 270 here. And it doesn't look like Kamala's winning. God, I just want to see the reaction of the, if anyone knows the I think they're called the Turks, the Young Turks, I think they're called. Most democratic media outlet there is. Like very, very left-sided. Nothing wrong with that. They have their opinion on that, but they are very one-sided for sure. Young Turks, yeah. I don't know if they're live streaming this. They probably are. And God, I want to see their reactions right now. Because, oof. It just makes me so happy to see them lose their mind. It's not showing yet, so I don't know. Next will probably be, we'll get some surprises probably around 10:30, roughly 10:25, 10:30. But everything's looking good so far. So there is that. Let me see if my channel has lost all of its subscribers. No, we're good. We're breathing on that one. We're breathing on that one. Again, subscribe to the politics channel. We're at nearly 500 subs, so go check it out. Pretty please. Other channel, my stats channel is almost at 500. You can sub to that one as well. But we are doing good. We're doing good, guys. Zero viewers. That's what I like to see. That is what I love to see. Oh, man. Come on. Come on, give me something. Give me something good to eat. Not seeing anything yet. Not seeing a thing. We'd go to the Senate real quick. You know, even though we already won it, but we could see if we're doing better. 42 for Democrats. They just won another state. They won Minnesota. No shocker there. They also won Hawaii. Or no, they won Hawaii or Minnesota, but either way, we won the Senate. But still, 42-50. I think it comes down. We probably win. Things are going still leading in Wisconsin, Michigan, and I was looking at New York. I was like, whoa, what? We're still leading in Pennsylvania, but it's by 1.5 now. But we have 84% in. Michigan, it's still 3-point lead, but 45%, and we still have to wait for some more. And 2-point lead with 77 in Wisconsin. We're expected in Nebraska, still 2-point lead with 72% in. Montana, it's still a 17-point difference with 14% in. So, that could change at any moment, though. And Maine is expected to go independent. Good for them. Good for them. But I'd say we win the Senate by a total of, I'd say like 55, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Oh, we just another in the Senate. We were just getting a call. We just got a call. The GOP captured the Senate after 4 years in the minority. Okay, but we have, yep, we have just got official call from CNN and from a bunch of other news outlets like news. Republicans have won the Senate. It is official. There's no going backsies. We need the House and the presidency, and we should be golden. We should be golden here. Currently in the House, it is 133 for Democrats and 174. There's 218 needed to win. Really good here. But California is coming in really quickly. That could change up some things, but we're still leading by a 41-point difference, and we should keep it up. Keep it up. Democrats usually do really well in California. That's why we have to really be careful about what is going to continue to happen. Democrats have won 8 of their most competitive out of the 43 they need, and Republicans have now just won 6, just a new one with the 27 they need to win here. So 175, 134. Good job. Good job. Presidency, what are we looking at? Still 230, 204. It's still close. It is still close. It is still, very close indeed. Come on. Still very close election here. We gotta post on the Instagram real quick. I will be back. All right, we're still doing pretty good. It is 10:11 p.m. right now.
Hello, everyone. If you haven't
And
seen
I am
already,
editing my
I am
video.
live. Hello, everyone. If you haven't seen already, I am live, and I
So
have
hold
been
on
for
real
nearly
quick.
2 hours.
I'm back. I think I'm back. Yeah, I'm back now. All right, we're good. Join the live stream. All right. All right, we just posted again on the Instagram, and I'm trying to see, are we having any live coverage updates? Any? It's still 2:30 to 2:04. 87% is in for Pennsylvania. It's a 3-point lead for Trump. 51% with a 6-point lead for Donald Trump, leaning Republican. 77% of the vote in for Wisconsin. Still a 4-point lead here. Looking really good. 6-point difference in Minnesota. 87% in for New Mexico. It's likely Democrat. We see a 0.5 difference in Arizona, leaning for Republicans for Donald Trump here. Still nothing in Nevada. Still nothing in Alaska. So Georgia, it's still too close to call, but it is just come apparent. 205 for Kamala Harris. Nebraska's second district with its 9 points. Kamala Harris is expected to win Okay. My stream randomly just ended. I think my internet literally cut out for a second. I am so sorry for that. But in the Senate race, we just won in Nebraska. We beat the nonpartisan, Don Osborne. It was a 4-point. So we're currently 51 to 42. In Montana, it's still a 2-point lead. It's a 2-point lead now. Or no, it's not. I'm an idiot. It's an 18-point lead. I am so sorry. With 15% in though. So we're still leading all in Michigan, all in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. So we're doing still pretty well. In the House, we need 218. So let's see, 176, 139. So we're still doing good here. But 218 is required. It is required indeed. And we are just getting updates that Kamala Harris has won New Mexico and is at 210 to 230. Kind of expected that one, but Kamala Harris 210 to 230. Kamala Harris has won New Mexico by a 4-point lead, 51 to 47, with a 40,000 point difference in the popular vote here. So there is that. There is that. Still a 6-point lead for Trump in Michigan with 52% of its vote in. 4-point lead for Trump in Wisconsin with its 4-point difference, and an 87% of the votes in Pennsylvania with a 3-point lead for Trump. Doing very well up there. We still see a 6-point difference for Kamala Harris winning in Minnesota with 57% of its vote in. Still too close to call in Georgia, but it is a 3-point difference with a 95% of the points in right now. Arizona, we see a 6 lead for Donald Trump and leans Republican with 53% of its vote in. Nebraska's first district has a 3-point lead, leaning in Donald Trump's favor. Maine's second district still has a 12-point lead, as now a 12-point lead, but still leans for Republicans in this case with 37% of the votes all in. Maine's still likely Democrat overall here, so no real changes. But that is the live updates. It is 10:20 p.m. if you are watching right now, and we are expected to see more probably at 10:30 or around 11, but by then this live stream will probably have ended already. So I am sorry, but I have a bedtime as well. I do have bedtime. It is bedtime for me now, technically. So, just to put that in for perspective. Oh boy. I'm a bit hungry too. I'm gonna get food. And compared to the 2020 election, Biden won Georgia, Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Nevada by half a point. In this case, even Wisconsin was barely. Georgia was by 0.24. So that was like lowest, but we're currently leading in Arizona. We're currently leading in Georgia, leading in Pennsylvania, leading in Michigan, leading in Wisconsin, and possibly in Nevada. So we're doing really well compared to 2020's election, hands down. So seeing what we got here. Do we have any other updates? Any updates? We have nothing yet in the Senate. No changes and no changes in the House. So we're kind of just chilling here for a minute, but it's still 230 for Donald Trump and Kamala Harris at 210. 80% of the voting for Wisconsin still got a 3-point lead. That's what we're talking about. Georgia needs to vote already. They just need to vote already. Oh, it just got closer. Minnesota with a 4-point difference now, with nearly 60% of the vote is in. But Kamala Harris at 51%, Donald Trump at 4%, and it's roughly about a 90,000 point difference in the popular vote here. Slim margins. Minnesota is getting closer to leaning Republican, but it's still a little early. We'll wait until around the 75% margin, roughly, and then we'll probably be good. And currently in Arizona, with 53% of its vote in, we have a 0.8 lead for Donald Trump, and is expected to win Arizona, leaning Republican. That's what I like to see. 10-point difference in Maine's 2nd district, but Trump still wins all by large. Nebraska's 1st district, still a 3-point lead, but likely to win as well, the majority of Nebraska. But I'm checking. I don't see all major updates yet. I am trying to see. I haven't seen anything yet. What in the flip? That's funny. Still nothing, though. Still nothing. Someone trying to mess with the ballot machines. That's funny. Like when it's on camera and it's like, oh, I'm sneaky. You're not. Stop. Please stop. Are we seeing anything yet? Trump just posted on his Instagram 3 hours ago. Okay, so we have nothing yet. But we're working on it. We're working on it indeed. 230, 210. There's still nothing. Still nothing. I'm gonna check on the Senate here because there could be something. 51, 42 still. So not bad. Not bad. Yeah, Republicans need to win 4 and have won 4. Democrats needed to win 9 and they've won 1. Right. We won the Senate. That's for sure. What about the House? You need 218. It's 177, 144. California's coming in hot. But, Utah, Idaho, Nevada, Montana, a lot of those haven't came in yet. Nevada, nothing. So we're still waiting. Just got an update, maybe? No, nothing. Nothing yet. There's nothing. 10:30 is coming around, so maybe we'll get an update then. But we're not getting anything yet. So Democrats have won 9 of the districts that they need to win, or more competitive ones. Republicans have won 6. 43 needed for Democrats. Republicans need 27. So um, that's where we're at there. But Republicans on the way of winning the House, which is good, which is goody good. Got to see here. Did they call a state yet? Usually when I get more than 2 viewers, that's a sign of woo, we got something cooking here. We got something cooking. Got more votes coming in. 88% of Pennsylvania's votes have come in. 3-point lead still in Donald Trump's favor with 88%. Michigan, with its 55% of the votes in, having a 6-point lead for Donald Trump. Wisconsin, with its 4-point lead, with 81% of the vote in, Trump still is going strong. A 4-point difference in Minnesota. Kamala, with 51%, leads with 60% of the vote in Minnesota. Arizona, we still have a 0.8 leaning Republican for Donald Trump, 53% of the vote in. Still too close to call in Georgia with its 3-point difference. Trump still leading, 95% of the votes are in. That is worth 16 electoral points here. Ugh. Minnesota, or sorry, not Minnesota. Maine, we're seeing a 6-point difference. Kamala Harris winning in Maine currently. Maine's 2nd district, we still see 10-point lead for Donald Trump. And Nebraska's 1st district, we see a 3-point lead winning for Donald Trump here. Still nothing from Nevada and nothing from Alaska. Probably too early to call in Nevada, especially in Alaska as well. But it's too close to call in Georgia that we're aware of. So we're getting that sorted out, is what I hear. So coming up on 10:30. Maybe we'll see something, maybe we won't. I don't know. That stream was 150 and continuing this probably in total this stream will probably be around 2 hours long. So I hope you had some snacks, some food, some rage with your family, the common things with politics. Dude, this guy official Mr. Hungry is the funniest dude. He's so goofy. I love him. I love him so much. Anyhow, it's past 10:30 and there's nothing coming in yet. I don't know. It's gonna get closer. It is gonna get really close here, I think. But I think we got it. I think we got it. I believe strongly that we got it. There's no changes yet. No changes that make a difference here, anyways. Everything makes a difference, but it's not like it's a percent change difference that I'm seeing and that I am not seeing. So, there is that. There is that. So, come on, something, Georgia. Help out. Just do something. Something, I tell you. Something. but nothing yet. Nothing yet, man. Trying to check some other live streams to get info. We have 2 viewers. That usually means there's something huge happening. Zach Nunn, a Republican, wins re-election to the U.S. House to represent Iowa's 3rd congressional district. So if we go to the House in Iowa, you see a 178, 146 right now, which is good. Still in the lead, 178, 146. Republicans have won 7 of the 27 needed competitive districts. Democrats have won 9 of the 43 needed. So, we're on a good path here. We're on a good path to win, which is good to know. But, and governor, I didn't even really go into the, governor sense, really. I didn't even go into the governor at all. But apparently, governors, Cox has been reelected for Utah. So that was kind of expected, I think. 210, 230 for, the White House over here. Still nothing yet. There's still not really a clear decision yet. Although we're coming close, they say 26 minutes we'll get another update. But I don't know. I'm hoping kind of for one now, I guess. But it's whatever. There's 3 viewers in here. That usually never happens. That's a once in a lifetime right there. That's unexpected. Oh, it's 2. Gosh darn it. Goodness gracious me. But we're not getting a live update yet. Maybe in the Senate. We've already won the Senate, but we could always look at the Senate for sure. 51-42. There's still nothing yet. I don't know if we're leading in the battleground states of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, but we might be. Montana, we're still leading by a 19-point difference now, with 16% of the vote in. 82% in for Wisconsin. We're leading by 2 points, Republicans. 5-point difference in Michigan with Republicans leading. 54% of those votes are in. Pennsylvania, we're seeing a 1.2% difference. Pennsylvania has 85% of its votes in. Still nothing from Nevada. Arizona, 50% of its votes in, and Democrats lead by 8. Or is that? That's not 8%. I'm an idiot. That is 6%. Sorry. Thanks for the likes, guys. Thanks for the viewership, the likes. Every time you give me a viewer, I get another $1 so I could pay my taxes on time, because I pay my taxes because I'm a good person towards society. And I'm totally not evading my taxes. Currently looking at 179 for Republicans compared to the 147 in the House. Still on a good track to win the House. Still no updates. No updates yet from the White House presidency here. There's no updates yet. Still 210 to 230. So yeah. That's just the grand scheme of things. Seems to be. I'm checking every like 30 seconds everywhere just to know where things are at. Anything new? Come on. The thing is being so slow and painful and even slower. Come on. Not 270. I don't want that. Come on. What's cooking? What's cooking in here? Are we getting any leads yet? Like, any leads? 230, 210. No difference yet. Next 21 minutes, there's expected to be. Then in the next 21 minutes, I'm going to bed. But yeah, I mean, this live stream has been incredible. Really, it has been quite incredible. Just to really, I wish I could have done it on the political channel, but I'm not verified to live stream there yet. I gotta wait 24 hours, so like, I'll do it, but like, also like YouTube, like screw you at the same time. I can't flip off the camera, unfortunately, because then I'll probably get sent something from YouTube, like an angry note, an angry letter, you know. So I won't do that. Um, Nothing yet. Not getting anything yet. Still the same old, same old. Oh, wait. Wait, 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 wait. Wait, 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 wait. Hold on, hold on. Hold on to your seats. Hold on. My internet's not connecting. Hold on. Hold on. I think Georgia just got called. I think Georgia just may have gotten called. Come on. Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Georgia just got called. Republicans have won Georgia. It is a 240. Is it 246 right now? 246 to 210, I believe. Oh boy, we're winning it big. All or nothing. All or nothing. You know what I mean? Come on, give me the live updates. I believe so. Georgia has just been called 246 to 210. Georgia has won for Republicans here for Donald Trump. That is what I'm just getting out of this. In terms of who's likely to be president, we're looking at Trump with a 97% chance. So, yeah. Yeah, I think Kamala's kind of flucked. Yeah, flucked. Flux capacitated. I don't know. But that's how we're looking at things here. 246 for Trump, 210 for Kamala Harris. It is currently, it should be, yeah, it's 10:41, 19 minutes till we get another poll to come in here. Well, that's it for right now. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Trying to see here what's going on. I can't check the chat if you've messaged me or something in the chat, so I'm sorry. Can't do that because honestly, I don't know why it won't let me, but it just won't. So just got to work with what is going on right now. Don't see anything yet. You know what I didn't do for Halloween? I didn't carve pumpkins. I got 3 of them and didn't carve them. Maybe I'll carve them for like, I don't know, Thanksgiving, or make the seeds or do something with them. Give them back to nature if I have to, I guess. But there's nothing coming in yet, and I don't want to end this stream super early. I'm going to wait probably till like the 5-minute mark before the polls drop in. Let me give you an overview for everything happening. Arizona, there's a 0.8 lead for Arizona Republicans with 53% of the vote in. In Minnesota, 63% of the vote is in. Kamala is ahead by 4 points. Wisconsin, with 84% of the vote in, Trump is ahead by 4 points. Michigan, with 60% of the vote in, Michigan is leading with Donald Trump by 6 points. Pennsylvania, with 89% of the votes in, there is currently a 3-point difference. Trump is winning currently in. Maine, we see a 8-point difference with Kamala Harris winning with 47% of those votes in, and 86% of New Hampshire's votes. We see a 3-point difference, with New Hampshire leaning democratically for Kamala Harris. Still nothing from Nevada, nothing in Alaska, obviously. Nebraska's first district, we see a 5-point lead for Donald Trump here, and in Maine's second district, we see a 11-point difference and lead for Donald Trump here. So that's kind of to give you an understanding. It is currently 10:45 p.m. and it is cold in my room, and there's snow outside everywhere. Oh boy, driving is going to literally suck. Driving literally sucks in the snow. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it so much. Let's see. Nothing yet. No, nothing new yet. Nothing new of the yet, you know. How many total viewers is this gonna get? Probably like a solid 2, bro. Like overall, from all the people that have been here, you know, the last -4 people that have been here, it's probably gonna get like 2 views, bro. I'm gonna make $2 off this. That's gonna pay my taxes. I pay my taxes. I 100% pay my taxes as I don't have a gun being pointed to my head. Got nothing new yet. Nothing new. Not even the Senate. Maybe the House. Maybe the House. House is at 182 for Republicans, 148 for Democrats. It's looking good. We need 218 to win. So that's looking good. The Senate we've already won, but maybe we've won even past what we want. No, it's 51-42 still. We're still looking at Montana and the once blue wall states I will refer to as the red wall states. We're still getting news coverage. It is official. CNN has said that Donald Trump will win Georgia's 16 electoral points. So it is official now. We're back in business, baby. We're back in business. It is 10:47 p.m. Currently, Montana with its 17% of its votes in, there's a 20-point lead for Republicans. Wisconsin still up by 2 points with 84% of its votes in. 56% in Michigan with its 5 points up for Republicans. 87% for Pennsylvania with its 1 point advantage up as well. So we have around 10 minutes till the next poll comes in. But in 10 minutes, I gotta go. I gotta skedaddle. But we're doing pretty well still. Doing pretty well, I'd have to say. We're looking at a 246 to 210. Georgia is the first of the toss-up states, the battleground states that Trump has flipped since 2020, and he's done it by great margins, 3 points more than what Biden did by 0.24% in 2020. So did very well, and is expected to. Pennsylvania 90% of its votes in with a 3-point lead now. Michigan 60% with a 6-point lead now. 84% for Wisconsin, still a 4-point lead, and a 4-point lead as well in Minnesota for Kamala Harris. Arizona is still seeing a 0.8 lead for Donald Trump. So it's getting there. Maine, for its 2 electoral points, we see a 8-point lead here with 49% of the vote in. Nothing in Nevada, nothing in Alaska. Maine's 2nd district, we're seeing a 12-point lead for Trump. And Nebraska's 1st district, we're still seeing a 5-point lead for Donald Trump here. So everything seems to be going to plan here. 210, Kamala Harris has to win 60 electoral points in order to get that 270. She's going to have to win Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania to secure that in any way, or Arizona or Nevada. And even still, those battleground states up in Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. And she's not meeting any of those besides Minnesota right now. Trump doesn't need much. If he gets Wisconsin's 10, which he's expected to, that's 256. If he gets Arizona, which he's expected to, he's at 266. And if he wins Michigan or Pennsylvania, which he is expected to, he gets over 270. And even if he were to win something like Maine, he would win 270 on the dot. Guaranteed election win for Donald Trump here. No question in my mind that is going to happen. So, yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say, personally speaking. So, I mean, yeah. What else should I say? Because I don't know. Okay, I don't like Dylan Dennis. I don't like Dylan Dallas. Dennis. He scams people and shit, but he just said this. God save Trump from the bullets so you could vote for him. Good words coming from a scammer. I don't like Dylan Dennis. He sucks. He's won he's won 2 fights and lost 2, right? He doesn't have a great record or anything, but he backs out every time. It's always a money kind of thing. I don't know if that's, again, do not vote based on what a celebrity is voting for. Vote based off of what you believe is right and everything. Celebrities should not make an influence of who you vote for, because look at Taylor Swift. That is literally not working for her. It's not working for her at all. We got 7 minutes till the next poll closes. But of course, these are all battleground states, so it's gonna be, it could be Nevada, but it could also be no one. So, it's too hard to tell at this moment. Just in Pennsylvania, Trump has an 86% chance of winning Pennsylvania, which I thought from the political video I did that it would be so slim, like a 52%. He is absolutely killing it in Pennsylvania. 92% of the vote in now with a 3-point lead still. Jeez Louise. Expected win in Pennsylvania. Whoa. That is pretty good. Because if that's called, then, do the math, if you may will. May you, if words. May you will, Pennsylvania is worth, how much is Pennsylvania worth now? 20 points. Should be worth 20, so that puts them at 266, like almost guaranteed winner. And actually, it might be less than that. It might be 19 now, so it might be a 265. Either way, once he's over 260, there's no chance that Trump loses. It's not. I don't really think it's like the 2000 election. I don't really think it's like that at all. And 64 million votes have been casted for Donald Trump. I think he wins both the electoral and the popular vote because only around 60 million for Kamala, sure, but not getting enough. Not getting enough at all. That's just an insight there. We got 5 minutes till the next poll. Let's check in on the House. House 182 to 150. Democrats are coming up, but 218 are needed to win, and Republicans are staying secure, which is really good. Here, let's look at the Senate. Look at the Senate, shall we? Senate. Give me the Senate. 51-42 still. Still leading in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania by the same margins, and still winning 19% in Montana. Now it just changed to, we just changed to a 21% difference. So we're almost guaranteed in Montana, which is really good. But same old here. But that is good. That is good. That is good. Goody gumdrops. Goody good draw. Good. Yeah. I can't word today. Me and words cannot do it. Oh, Nevada has just started. Nevada, 3% in, 71% lead for Donald Trump. Right now, 3% of the 3%. It's now counting. 3% of the votes for Nevada have been counted so far, and we have a lead for Donald Trump. Nevada has just gotten its votes in. Trying to see if I can get this in here tonight. I don't know, probably 3 minutes. I do have to go soon. And I've loved this. I've loved doing this live stream for you guys, and I will be back tomorrow to give you more insight on what happens after the fact. For sure, I will be back tomorrow. But thank you all so much, really, for being here. Even if it's not the political channel, I still thank you for being here. But what do we got here? Just real quick. 71%, 5% of the votes in, leading towards Donald Trump. It's looking good. It's looking clean. It's looking very clean here. Alaska is the only state we don't have anything, and we won't till 1 a.m. roughly. It'll be a while, but I think Republicans have Alaska, and they have for very many past elections, so I think we're good there. But if you did enjoy the live stream, I will be back. I will be back tomorrow, probably on this channel, just because the politics channel, while it probably will be ready, I've already recorded here, live streamed here for over 2 hours. So that's a record. But of course, until then, I will see you all in the next live stream, and I will see you all in the next video that comes out afterwards. You could subscribe to my politics channel. That's where I will also give updates about everything with the politics and this election itself. But until then, I will see you all in the next video and or live stream. Peace out, everyone. Let me leave, please. Let me leave. I don't. Let me leave. Yes, thank you. Bye.